This Digital Prospectus video is based on the presentation I made to the Association of Colleges 2013 Digital Conference in London. I started by talking about the fact that although we have come a long way since I produced my first hard copy prospectus in the 1980s, there is an argument that says the needs of our customers have not changed much. In those days, I was producing a prospectus for an agricultural college in Cambridge, England. It was an image-rich publication with large tractors, open fields and livestock portrayed on every page. Being a residential college, the size of the bar was also important, as were the images that portrayed sport and the residential accommodation. As time has progressed, these factors have remained important, but we've added information on success and college inspections into the prospectus. Remaining clear of jargon has always been important, but what is most amazing in some senses is the fact that the digital prospectus also needs to take exactly the same considerations into account. The only differences are that the media has moved from being in print to a digital format, and of course it still needs to be accessible and student focused. But what do we mean by the digital prospectus? As I spoke at the event, I realised that perhaps the audience and I had a different definition. Many of them assumed that I meant converting the paper prospectus into a page flip or digital page turning publication that effectively is no more than a glorified PDF. What I really mean is the full use of technology that presents the prospectus information to potential students in the medium of their choice. You still use all the marketing mix, and that might include some traditional marketing, but the main source of information will be the website, to which people are driven by social media, Kindle books, podcasts, YouTube, and much more. It's difficult to list all the media here, as by its very nature it is constantly shifting as new technology evolves. In fact, one question I was asked when I mentioned Kindle was, how many young people use Kindle? I have to confess my answer was, I don't know. I've since Googled this information and still none the wiser. But what I do know is it's a medium used by affluent middle-aged people, and that is the point. We don't only have to convince young people we need to engage with their parents and potential employers as well. To me, this means Kindle might be ideal for the business prospectus, but we need to test and measure this thought thoroughly. So does going digital mean using a website? Yes, the website is your core repository for all information, and when used well becomes the database for your MIS system and other software systems, not the other way around. But the website must be mobile device responsive, and that doesn't mean using a mirror site. And you need to be able to drive your mobile campaigns from your website and use the website to provide video support, MOOCs to be the centre of your CRM systems, and in effect be your digital prospectus. And let me go back to Kindle, not because I believe that Kindle is the answer to the digital prospectus, but because it's a metaphor for the technology we need to consider in the future. Despite what I said earlier, we know that young people use it to buy student cookery books and university guides. Just check Amazon sales figures if you don't believe this. The thing is, with digital we can experiment at no cost. For example, to produce a Kindle book, you just upload a formatted Microsoft Word document and add a cover. I did my first one in less than an hour, despite never having seen the software before. You don't need any apps to do this. And remember, you don't need a Kindle to be able to read Kindle publications. You just download the app or it to virtually any device. Even better news is that if your courses change, you just upload new information and Amazon can send a new version to existing people that have downloaded it. Of course, you don't sell your publication, you give it away free. But with no setup costs, this makes it very cost effective. I believe that the digital prospectus is effectively a merger of technologies, and it's here to stay.